All right, so one of the things that was broken on this bike when I got it was this floor control system right here. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take this apart together. I'm gonna take my time. It doesn't look too complicated. I see a bolt right here. I see a bolt right here. I see some bolts right there. So it's a couple of bolts that I need to take out. I'll start off with this front here using that 10 millimeter 12-star ratchet attachment. So we'll start off with that. That's on that master cylinder for the rear brake. Remove this out the way. There's a little washer here, little rubber type gasket. We'll take that out. Because once I get this removed, and everything else is pretty simple, but this is supposed to just slide out, honestly. There we go. I use the plier. Took this out. All right, now we good. This should just come right off. And there's a gasket right here, so don't forget to put that back in. So now I'm gonna use a T40 attachment, and I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, and then there's a bolt that attaches to the engine guard. So we're gonna have to get that out of here too. And we got a top bolt right here. Here we go, got that cracked. This is 3. Like, yeah, you could feel it all getting loose. Now the last video I installed the engine guard, but I did say I wasn't going to Loctite it down yet because of the fact that I knew I had to take this stuff out of here. There we go. And the last piece that I need to take out is a bolt right here. It's a nut. That's a big ass nut. So I gotta find a size that fits it, and then we'll get it done. This is too small. Let's find something that we know will fit that. All right, so this is a 30 millimeter attachment, okay? I should have kept it on here so I can get some leverage. I'm not sure how tight they got this. If it's too tight, then I'll just screw, you know what, I'm gonna screw it back on. And let's see if we can get some attachment. There we go. So when I'm taking things apart, I analyze it, right? And I use a lot of common sense, and I aim to look for a lot of moving parts. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what's holding this together? What's locking this in place? And then when you look at it, you kind of like, your brain kind of sees it. And then it just makes sense, kind of like The Matrix. If you've ever seen the movie The Matrix. You know what I mean? So I got that out. That master cylinder is out. So I'm gonna take off this last bolt that we had to put in to hold us down. And then we're gonna reverse the process. And then I'll look online on my digital manual for the specs that's needed. So don't forget, your best friend in all these things that we're putting together is your thread lockers, okay? That way you know you have some security, and you know that this is not just gonna fall out randomly. We're gonna get these up, take my time, get this tightened down a bit. We'll torque it down to specs later. I like to make sure that we get some alignment to make sure that it aligns properly. Especially when I don't like to go hard and, full throttle when you're pulling. When I'm using the power tools, I like to take my time and baby it in. Can feel it getting tight. I just play with that trigger. Okay, so we're doing good. This master cylinder is gonna go right in its spot. Right back in that spot, right where that was. And of course, we're gonna use some blue Loctite on this as well. Lock that baby down, okay? So, thread locker. The difference in this one, this is a slot that comes out. So this will just lock in the slot where the other one is an opening. It's a little different. The opening is just a little different. All right, just to correct my little errors, just to remind you, I made an error here. This is literally supposed to go like this. I put it the wrong way. It's supposed to align inside of this down the middle. Okay, so that's the little tricky piece. It's gonna take a little time, but we'll get it. Let's see. A little bit of work. Just gotta kind of play it in there. I think I see a little bit of twisting. All right, I think I got it lined up now without having to take everything off. I'm using my screwdriver now to just tap it all the way in. And the piece I was saying I was missing is a cotter pin. It's a small cotter pin that goes here. So I'll get that changed up. All right, so that's it. This is the build. This is the attachment. So now my floorboard can go on here for now just to have it as a placeholder, which I know I'll take it back off to put all the stuff on. But this piece is all put together. The brake line is put back together. Everything is back to its natural contour. I'm gonna put this floorboard on here as a placeholder. Like I said, I'm gonna have to probably take everything off. I also have the extension that I have to put on here. But for now, let's just get the floorboard on, the Smith floorboard. It's a simple process. If you get these floorboards, anybody can do this. You don't have to pay someone to put floorboards on. I shouldn't tell you what you should do or what you have to do, but I'm just telling you it's a simple process. It's just taking out the bolt and replacing, and I'm also making sure that this lines up well with this new piece that I just put on here. So far, so good. So that's on, and I'm only going to hand tighten, and I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done. So hand tighten is cool, but I'm going to do a little bit of torquing down, not a bunch, just enough so I know that the bolt, I won't lose these bolts. That's all I need right there. See, just a simple placeholder. Do the same thing on this side. There we go. You know, while I'm at it, this piece here is a little pain in the butt, but I'm going to use my screwdriver, pry this thing up. All right, let's see. Oh snap, I'm gonna have to change the whole thing. The kit comes with the screw in the back, and you just unscrew this. It's a simple install, guys. I'm trying to tell y'all it's not hard. It's not hard. As long as you remember your Loctite, and this has a lock washer on it also. So we're gonna unscrew that, okay? See, with these builds, my goal is to keep on documenting everything. So as you guys see me doing this, heck, down the line, you might say, yo, Sensei, I need for you to build me a bike. Okay. And then what happens is that this will go right over this. So then we're going to put that screw right back where we came from. So, wow, that just brought some life to a naked bike. Okay, let's get some video shots of the stuff that I just did. So we just installed this whole entire bracket here, all right? Got a little scuff marks from here from the accident when the bike got hit, whatever the accident was. I don't know what took place with this bike, but I do know that the bike was salvaged. We're taking it and bringing it back to life. I was able to find this on eBay for a couple of bucks. And then here, of course, you have the Smith's floorboard kit, which I'm now able to install on both sides. And that just brought some serious life to this whole entire build. So we got that whole piece done, okay? Now, look at how beautiful this looks just from me adding this and that. And then when you look at it all, even with just the engine guard, I'm hoping that you can see what I'm seeing, because that alone You can tell it's gonna be a bad move. Shut your mouth. All right, so there you have it. We just got this thing put on. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about the whole entire purchase. This thing came looking like brand spanking new. You figured this thing on, I think if I bought it brand new, it would have been about 300 and change, I believe. But, you know, when I'm looking at this coming together, I'm excited about it. This piece here will bother the hell out of me, but right now I am going to think about it. I'll do some shopping. If I could find something that costs me a couple of bucks, like $50 or whatever, I'll prefer to just buy a whole new arm, you know, and just call it a day. I'll be happy about that. What we got coming, like I said, we got the Psychosmith floorboard system that's getting installed. I have a whole entire, as a matter of fact, come to think of it, when I get the whole package, I might just end up using only the Psychosmith floorboards and use the full forward control system from Bad Dad. So we're gonna have a list of things on this bike, and I can't wait to do the full build, a full recap, bigging up all the companies that's been helping me out to bring this thing to life. Because that's, at the end of the day, this is what we're doing, is we're bringing it to life and making it different. Remember, I wanna make this thing different. It's not what you guys think it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be Cholo. It is gonna be a Cholo style, that's no question. But the color scheme, the ambiance, the things that I add on this is going to be amazing. All right, so for all of you who's getting involved in this build, I'm doing these videos just to show you the time and the days and the energy I go over, the spending limit, the budget, everything. I'm going to share all that with you guys towards the end of this build. I'm doing 99% of this by myself. The other part is going to be the cam work. I'm going to get Bo to do the cam work. I ain't touching no cam work, all right? I ain't touching it. Handlebars myself, lighting myself, electrical wiring myself. I'm doing all that myself. Removing some of this rust crap out of here. I'm gonna install the rake fork kit myself. I'm doing all that myself. But when it comes to that motor, I ain't touching it. I know my spot. I know my space. I know where I'm at. You feel me? And I know it's not that difficult, but it ain't my thing. All right, so guys, don't forget, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts so far. I know that YouTube is not putting these videos out into a lot of you guys' eyeball sockets, but for those of you who do see these videos, don't forget, stop just watching the videos, man. Comment, please comment. Press that like button, do something so YouTube's algorithm can trigger and show more people these videos, all right? So I'm out of here. Peace.